Oh, for frig's sake. Change that time! Well, what's going on, people? It's Mr. back in with the previous show. And yes, it's almost there. It's Derby Day, East Midlands Derby, whatever you're going to call it. Massive game this weekend. And I've got a special guest as well, but I'll see to her last. But before I start, before I introduce everyone, I know everyone knows what's happening with Derby, but I'm going to pre-warn people. Please be careful what you say, because like I said, we know what's happening with Derby, but just be careful what you say. If I see any disrespectful comments on here, I will be taking you off, because I don't. This channel is for banter. And last time I was on the show, I saw a disgusting comment towards Corey. So please, banter. That's all it is. And like I said, no, please don't
be nice to me.
Yeah, please no disrespect to Lisa, please, because like I said, Lisa, I've got a good relationship with Lisa, even if she does support them. So yeah, please, people, it's banter, and so we carry on the show. Right, big game. Before we do the panel, and below me, we've got the Foxer. How you doing, Foxer?
I'm good. How are you?
I feel great. It's almost here. Derby Day's almost here.
Are you nervous?
I'm confident. No. I'm confident. I'm confident.
My main question is, are you sitting near me on Saturday?
I'm staying away from you, Lisa. No, I'm back, people. I'm back on the trend 10 because I want to stay away from Lisa Howard, because I know last time I seen Lisa Howard, she gave me a little bit of a punch. But yeah, next Lisa Fox, we've got Michaela. How you doing, Michaela?
Happy birthday, John Robertson.
Stop showing us your boobs, woman.
Greatest of all time. So I had to get in there.
And it is the legend. It's the legend John Robertson's birthday today. So happy birthday to the legend John
69
Robertson.
today, so we've got to win for him as well. So I'm feeling very confident, although slightly concerned that Derby are playing so well, considering what the crap that they're in. So I think it's going to be a really good game. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And last but not least, we've got my favourite Forest fan who's next to me right here. She loves watching my show as well. So here's my number one fan, Lisa Howard. How you doing, Lisa?
Hello, everybody. Well, I've had better times being a Derby fan, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's shit, and I'm swearing. I do apologise. But all I can say is
you can feel free,
the football is fantastic to watch. So it takes away. You tend to forget for 90 minutes all the other shit that's happening at the football club.
People have said, if you've got any questions towards Lisa about how she's feeling about Derby as well, if you've got any questions to Fox there, Michaela, put comments as well. And if you're new to the channel as well, please do hit the subscribe button and like as well. I'm going to start with you, Lisa Howard. I'll say, right, before I get people confused, I'll say Fox there and say redhead. Last time I got confused last time. So I'll say, so let me start with you, redhead.
It's the right colour. I think Lisa and Foxy might be better than the redhead, because
Lisa.
Okay.
No.
I get abused for having red hair. Let me tell you.
I'll see you, Lisa. Lisa, what in the hell is happening with Derby, man? Talk to me, man.
Well, look, we've got two weeks or whatever it is before we get liquidated. I don't think it's going to come to that. I'm just eternally grateful that there's three mad people that want to take on this club, this mess that Mel Morris has left us in. Lots have been happening today. Gibson's put out a statement. The EFL have put out a statement. The useless administrators have put out a statement. It's men in suits arguing like school children, and they just need to sort it out. Grow a pair and sort it out. The EFL are despicable the way they're dealing with all this. They could help sort it out a little bit quicker. We've got, apparently, according to the administrators, there's 3 options funding in place to see us see us to the end of the season. So hopefully that'll come off. It's just a mess. It just needs sorting. They need to announce a preferred bidder, but they can't do that until they find out whether this so-called case that Middlesbrough and Wickham have got is a football debt, because if it's a football debt, it's treated slightly different than if it's a civil claim. So it's very complicated. I don't profess to know all about it. I just tend to be reading up all these statements and all the press and everything else that's coming out. So it's extremely complicated, but we as fans just want it sorted.
Before we carry on, like on the pitch, before we talk to Lisa Fox there, on the pitch, you've been Not too bad, are you, on the pitch?
Honestly, mate, I've missed 2 games all season due to school, due to not being able to go. But honestly, we've been playing some really good football. I think because of all this other crap that's surrounding the football club, it's galvanised the city, it's galvanised the fan base, the players. Everybody is against. Excuse me. So the world's against us. So it's just
Mel Morrison. That was Mel Morrison, wasn't it?
It's Russ. It's Russ. So it's Russ Vernon, the Leeds fan.
Oh, Russ. Oh, Russ. Okay, I do.
So yeah,
I do.
It's galvanised us. I've never seen team spirit like it since probably Jim Smith. I've never seen Pride Park atmosphere so good because all the hardcore fans are still going. It might not be as full as it has been in the past, but all the hardcore fans and real fans are still there, and we're just getting behind the team in these extreme, adverse conditions.
Like the people, I said, Lisa's a Derby fan, and like I said, as a Forest fan, I don't know. I spoke to speak to Lisa Foxer. Like, as a Forest fan, Lisa, sorry, Lisa, I had to. I will tell Michaela as well. What do you think of Derby? Like, we're Forest fans, but come on, what do you think of it?
We were talking about it a little bit off air earlier on, and we've all got Derby mates. We've all got fans, friends who support that football club. They need a good slap round the head, but hey, at the end of the day, there's 2 sides to this, isn't there? And there's one side that says there's a lot of ordinary people out there who've got jobs and families, and if Derby go bust, what's going to happen to them? And the other side of that coin is the mental health side of it, is that for lockdown, for a lot of people, the football is, or just generally the lockdown or whatever, football is your saviour. It's your one time you go out in the week, you see your mates. It's not just about what's going on the pitch, it's what goes on in the pub beforehand or in the pub after. And when you're there, I mean, I have that banter with you, sneaking selfies, and you love it.
I hate it. No.
Love it. Camera shy,
No. She does it every single time. Every home game, she's trying to get picked up, man, when I'm off guard. So this time, I'm going to the barber's.
The other side of it is the fact that Derby had an owner who flouted the rules and had puppets on a string and all the rest of it. And unfortunately, it's come back to bite him. And if you try and break the law and break the rules and don't follow and just think you're above it, then you deserve what's coming to you. And that is ultimately, it's 50-50. I don't want Derby to go bust because I love our rivalry and I don't think the fans deserve that at all. But Mel Morris deserves everything that he's got coming his way. And unfortunately for Derby, he's kind of walked away from it. And
he's getting away with it. This is what's making me so mad. He could cough up and pay the tax bill. He's cleared off to California. You know what I mean? Out the way with his millions of pounds. Don't even get me on that one because it makes me so angry. That he's the one that should be answerable to all this. Not the players, not the fans, not the staff that left at the club. That idiot that chased a dream that was corrupt. Honestly, don't even get me on it. I'm so cross with the bloke.
It's awful.
Michaela, do you echo what Foxy says?
100%. I mean, like, Mel Morris is a piece of crap, isn't he? He's ruined so many people's lives. He's ruining players' careers. He's ruining the fans. He's ruining the local community. It's awful. And I'm one of those Forest fans that wants Derby to disappear into the ether. I love our rivalry. I want to play them. Albeit we might not, we might, hopefully we'll go up, and I hope they stay. But
no. I want them down.
No, even if they go down, I don't want them out of football. Though no one wants that. No matter how much you hate teams, and obviously we dislike Derby the most. I don't want them to disappear. I want to play them and I want to beat them and I want to have that fun. I think our rivalry is the only thing that's kept both teams going for many years, hasn't it? It's been the only thing we've been able to look forward to with some crap football. And really, these games are the games we live for. We love it. So for me, all my Derby friends and, the people that I know involved with Derby, I want them to be okay. And I want them to to survive, and I want them to, but I want them also to be punished because it's not fair. And you shouldn't break the rules, and that's, you know, that's life. But he needs to take the biggest punishment. He needs to take the biggest, you know, dose of poison kind of thing. I feel sad for all the people that have left behind, because obviously he can just disappear, and people like Lisa are left in the rubble, and they'd have to kind of, you know, resurrect this club. So I hope I hope it survives as a football team. I really do. I hope it's not liquidated. That would be devastating.
Lisa, you are getting some nice comments. One from Gary. Nice passion from Lisa.
Oh, bless him.
That's what football's about. Like I said, we're all rivals. Like I said, I don't want them liquidated. I want them to suffer, but I don't want them to liquidate people. So, Fox, like let's talk about the game now, because like I said, it's hard to. I don't want to Lisa's face, man, about talking about it. We've lost the Millwall game. Let's talk about the games we've won. And Lisa, we're on tactic 4, man. We've got Derby next, and wait. I got Yates.
Yes, I love it. Look at that.
Wait. Got mine, Yates. And
Just the picture in the background's enough there, Michaela.
That's enough, Michaela. Fox said, like I said, we go to Derby. Like, oh, you got one. Yeah, love it.
Well,
it doesn't matter. Yeah, Fox said, like, we go to Derby in a positive mood. But how confident are you Forest can get a result?
I am a little bit on the fence. I think we are both in such good form at the minute. I think we've got obviously a really good back three, good wing backs. We've just got a really good spine. We've just got really good team mentality at the minute. And I think there's a never say die attitude that they don't know when they're beaten. And I think it could well be a very tense affair on Saturday, with a single goal either way. And I think that it might potentially be a goal that comes from a mistake. But I also think if we can keep the likes of Lawrence quiet, which our players are more than capable of doing, you've got Yates and Colback in there that, you know, are throwing people out of their back pockets at left, right and centre every week, then it could really be a comfortable 2-3-0 win.
What you've got to remember, though, we've got one of the best defensive records in the league, so we don't leak that many goals with all due respect. I think we've got a third best defensive.
That's why I said initially, for me, it's going to be a tense one goal either way.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Strong defences, and on the break, I think it's going to be the goals, isn't it?
But I also wouldn't be surprised if it was 0-0.
I'll be happy with a point.
and you still can't beat us, Lisa, if that happens. But how long?
I'm not bothered.
You should go. What? Oh, right. Give me the comments. If there's any Derby fans, you're not bothered. You've not beat Forest for 4 years. 4 years, Lisa. Come on. You've got to beat us sometime.
I'd be bothered, Lisa.
I'm used to it. You just get used to it, don't you?
This is not the time for them to beat us, though. It might be the last time we ever play them.
I think, personally, it's a scary time to play them. Any team that's down on their luck, this is kind of like their cup final. They're going to put everything they've got at it, and I think it's going to be
every game's a cup final for us at the minute.
Exactly, and I think this is like the biggest one, isn't it? You want to go to the City Ground and you want to beat us. So any players that have been through that atmosphere or anything before, I think they're going to raise their game a little bit more. I think the Forest players will too. I think everyone's going to turn up. So I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good football game, and I think it's, I hope that Forest win, obviously, and I think we will win. But I think Derby are going to give it a good go.
Let's think about it. I was saying to Fox on McKay, like, I think we had the same situation. I'm not saying this with the depth thing. Like, I think it was under, who was it? Stuart Pearce. Then we wasn't playing great. We went to them. We beat 2-1. But do you think, like,
that's a good game,
with the way Derby is, they could come to the City Ground and just give us I said I want Forest to win. I want them to batter Derby. Let me go. I want them to batter Derby, but. Lisa, no, I do. Come on, Foxy, come again.
Yeah, you do.
We want to batter Derby because they are rivals. Lisa, we're talking about the whole season with Derby. Like, you've done great. Like, I watched the game against what games? You drawn 2-2. Was it Reading?
Reading, yeah.
Yeah.
Curtis Davis header.
And I thought to myself, wow, like, what's happening off the pitch, they're still doing good on pitch, aren't they?
The football, honestly, the effort. It's the first year that, in all the time I can remember, whilst we've been at Pride Park for a long time, where I'm seeing players playing with pride, passion, and pride to wear that shirt. Because we've got a lot of young academy lads that have stepped up probably a year, a lot quicker than or sooner than we would have liked them to. But make no bones about it, they are playing and giving 110% every single game. Jason Knight looks knackered after every game because he never stops running. You cannot fault the pride and the passion that they're giving. And I think it's because everybody's written us off. Everybody thinks we can't do the unthinkable, which I think we can. And as long as we keep the nucleus of the squad we've got left, if we have to sell anybody else, then I'd worry. And Rooney, you've got to take your hat off to him, whether you like him or not. And I didn't want him as manager, so I'm eating humble pie. The job he's doing, the cards he's been dealt, is doing an absolute phenomenal job. And you know what? I've spoken to him a couple of times. He's a very, very shy man, believe it or not. And he comes across really, really well, and he's handled himself so well with all the press interviews and the questions that get answered. I can't fault the bloke.
Lisa, there's a comment for you, and this is like, if no one watches Sky Sports, when Derby play at home, we always see Lisa on Sky Sports every single time.
I'm famous for this red hair, for my red hair, no less.
So, Lisa, this is a question for you. I just want to know if Lisa and all fans pay 450 every time to go and watch the match and see Rooney. Do you pay 450?
I'd pay if I had to save the club. I'd pay that every game willingly if it meant saving the football club.
Oh days. But yeah, people have said it's a big game this Saturday. I say we've got Lisa, Michaela, and this one here, my special friend. I say my special friend, but I still.
You look good, Redo. Sorry about my cough, folks.
People, it doesn't matter. But I want to bash you. That's all that matters, Lisa. I want to smash you because I've had enough.
You be careful how you say that. My husband is downstairs.
Yeah, exactly. This is
This is a PG. This is a PG, people. Be careful. How That's
not
I've had better offers.
Well, from who? Oh no. Boxer. I've lost track now. Like I said, a massive game for us. Like I said, I think we said Joe Wall. I'm talking about Joe Wall. I think there's those everyone on social media saying he's injured, blah blah. He's not injured. I think he's injured, but I think he wants to play there against this game, don't he? All lies.
He's not injured.
He's not injured, is he? But I think the back three, I mentioned like Worrell, McKenna, Cox. I think they'll be up for this game, won't they, Boxer?
Of course they will. I mean, the Great Wall of Nottingham is renowned for the last few games, isn't it? We don't concede many goals, do we? Really? And I think Samba's back in the form of his life too. So
phenomenal.
It's. I don't know about Worrell. I've seen all the stuff all over social media. I know that he was at Coops was asked in the press conference today about it, and he said he picked up a bit of a knock, but expected to play on Saturday. Whether that's true or whether he's just poker facing because he doesn't want to give his team away, I honestly don't really know. But I do know that maybe if Figs has to come in, he'll do the job that's asked of him. I think alongside Steve Cook and what's his name? McKenna. That's it.
McKenna.
Lisa, that is shocking. Lisa, Boxer, that is shocking.
I better have some more wine. Hang on.
This is shocking. This is absolutely shocking.
Can I just say something? How good has Cook been?
Fantastic.
But it's not just Cook, though, is it? And Davis as well. You wouldn't know that they'd only been there for 2 weeks. It's mental.
No, they're just and that Davis. I think I wouldn't mind putting a couple of quid on him to score a goal. I think he's like primed and ready, so aggressive. So I think
he reminds me of Antonio.
Yeah, he does. No, he did nice. Against Millwall, he did. I think the first half he wasn't great, but I think he slowly building himself up, and another good sign for Forest. You know what? And Liz Howard, there's a player that Forest been linked with him, Buchanan, and. Who's like? I know you Jerry Delcar. He left.
Shinny's gone. For peanuts.
Right.
Shinny went didn't he?
Right.
He went. Allegedly it was 30k, but it was for my inside info, and I get to lower not, as you know, it was less than that. And I think the only reason why the administrators did that, because, again, outside influencers, all the clubs are moaning, but putting in derogatory offers for our players, and they're moaning that we're not accepting bids for our players, even though we're in administration and we've got to clear some football debts. So I think they accepted the bid for Shinnie because he's on quite high wages, and we've got Bielik coming back that can play in that position. We've got enough cover for that position. So to pacify, this is my interpretation, so to pacify outside influencers that keep on at Derby for absolutely everything, I think that's why they thought we better sell somebody just to shut people up. That's what I think. But
listen, you just mentioned, like, I know we keep rejecting players. Like I said, I think how many times we bid for Buchanan? 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah, but I know it was absolutely ridiculous amounts of money that apparently Forest bid for. Same as Millwall, 450k for Lewis Sibley. Come back with about 2 million, and we might consider it. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to be able to ransom. The administrators have said he had a meeting with Rooney on Tuesday, and they're not going to sell anybody unless they absolutely have to. So fair play to him. And to be fair, if Lee Buchanan did go to Forest because he's a Red Dog, he's the one young player that I wouldn't mind losing because we've got enough quality to replace him. So if we did have to lose a youngster, I wouldn't mind him. Buchanan, it wouldn't bother me, to be fair.
I know Derby got a player from who's that player from Dunkirk? What's his name, Lisa? Centre midfielder. What's his name? Who's the young one for Derby? The 18-year-old.
Liam Thompson. Yeah, just broke into. Yeah, he came from what's that football club in? Was it? Yeah. Honestly, it's like it reminds me so much of Jamie Ward the way he plays. But you'd think he'd been in the senior first team for a season or two. It's unbelievable. He's a right good talent, definitely.
People in the comments, listen, if you've got any questions for this Lisa, Fox, and Michaela, put in the comments, both people. Like I said, it's a massive game for both clubs, especially for Forest. Like I said, I think how many points have we now from playoffs? Fox, you must know. Lisa knows everything.
Well, we would be 7 points. We're 2 points behind you on points if we hadn't have deducted. 8. We're 7 points off the playoffs.
5, I think.
I'm saying, like, with 5 points away from playoffs, Lisa, like, I think I've mentioned this already. Like, I think we've got Derby, then we've got Barnsley. We've got a tough run in, if I'm honest. But I think it's Cardiff as well. Fox, like I said, if we beat Derby, do you think that we could make a late playoff charge?
I think we are on a playoff charge, aren't we? I think if we just keep doing our own thing and grinding out the results, the teams that are in there are all doing okay, but there's nobody. It's Sauvignon Blanc, thank you. There's nobody in there that's
any plonk
apart from Fulham that's actually setting the world alight. There's a few teams.
No, I think it's a weak league this year.
There's a few teams up there that are surprising that they're in the top 6 at the minute. And is it a false position? Well, you can't really say it's a false position because their results have put them there. So we all know what it's like to mount a late promotion charge. And I would rather be in the position that we're in and softly and just keep doing what we're doing than be in the playoffs all season and drop out on the last day because of freaking goal difference.
Yeah, brilliant. I know there's a comment from everyone know who this is. Where's the comment gone? Julie, hello Julie, how you doing? You know Julie, don't you? Red Lisa.
Yeah, she's been saying horrible things about Derby and all, but she did private message me, so I'll let her off. I don't mind Julie either. We have good banter. She's lovely. Julie. She's lovely.
What's she been saying? I'm not involved. I thought I'm not involved. Just thought I'd tell you that I'm not involved. I'm peace.
Door steps
the white flag.
All of it. He drops the grenade and walks away.
Listen, man, I'm not guilty. I've not said anything today. I've not said nothing today at all. I just said my piece.
I'm getting my WhatsApp messages out.
I have to say though, this is the first time with a local derby coming up where Derby fans, if I'm honest with you, aren't really talking about it. We're not even thinking about it because of all the other crap that's going on. Do you know what I mean? Even on Radio Derby, it's like, let's not forget we've got a big game on Saturday because it's the last thing that everybody wants to talk or hear about at the minute.
There's a question from Lee Howard.
Yeah.
So Howard, are you worried about if Mike Ashley buys Derby despite what's went off of him?
No, I am desperate for Mike Ashley to take over this football club. He's the one I want. He's a ruthless businessman. He won't be running the club from his heart. He'll be wanting to make money. And if he sorts the crap out, sells us at a profit, gets us into the Premier League to be an average Premier League side like Newcastle was, I'll take that every day of the week. Bring it home.
Yeah, she wants him. And there's another one for you, player. This is like Lisa's show. Lisa, if Mike Ashley bids and accepts, do you think he'll get a couple of seasons to get you in the Premier League?
No, it'll be longer than that. Trust me. It'll be about probably a 5-year project, I'd say.
God, those 5-year plans, blimey.
It's not going to happen like that quick. I'd be happy if he keeps us in the Championship.
Bloody hell. There's 101 people here. Thank you very much for coming on. Michaela, you're next. Talk about so many good players, like especially young ones. I think Johnson. I think there's a bid from Brentford for 15 million. Like, do you
excuse me. Can I come in a minute?
No.
I was speaking to Jamal's dad because I know Tim ever so well. Tim Lascelles, Jamal's dad.
Yeah.
He used to live near me. I was speaking to him not yesterday, the day before, and he's really good mates with obviously his dad. And he don't want to go nowhere. He's not going to Brentford. He's not going nowhere. He wants to stop at Forest, so you're quite safe on that front.
I know.
So just making you feel a bit better about yourself.
He's got to stay. I think he's got to stay. We've got to hone his talent. He'll be worth. He's so young. He's going to be worth 24 million. In like a year,
there's a problem.
He keeps playing as well.
Listen, I'm good friends with Jono, and I'll say this to Foxy as well. I'm you, Michaela. Money talks. Money talks, and Foxy. If I sell Brendan Johnson or you, Michaela, how much would you sell him for? Let's for both of you. Let's start with you, Foxy. If someone came for a bid for Johnson, how much would you?
I wouldn't sell him in January. No, I wouldn't sell anybody in January.
No, but if we did.
Say it, Foxy.
It's not for
comments
sale.
As well.
No, you heard it from his dad. It's not for sale.
I know he's not for sale, but boy, talk.
Not
24 million. 24 million. You'd have to take it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Money
talk. I wouldn't want to. I don't want to.
No. Right, people, don't get it twisted. I'm seeing what Lisa Fox says. I'm Michaela. I don't want Johnson to leave. I think he's been fantastic for us, but money talks.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Look,
money talks.
Forest have got history. We always have to sell someone, don't we? We usually have to sell our brightest, shiniest little pep. We've got to get rid of someone and to pay the bills and everything. I want to keep Brennan more than anything. I love his family. I love him as a player. I think we're really developing him. I think he's not quite ready. I think he's brilliant. And I think to end the season with us, if we get promoted, let's bloody keep him because he's going to be worth an absolute fortune, isn't he? That kid, he's brilliant. So, but if someone had to come in and said, here's 24 million for him, you'd have to take it because we've got to pay the bills and probably do the right thing money wise. But I don't think they'll sell him. I think we'll wait till the summer and then see what happens. But I think if we go up, we just keep him. We keep everyone. We keep Spence. We keep everyone. We just keep everyone.
Oh, don't make Spence the Fox
in that cupboard.
I've got it ready, mate.
Don't make Spence to Fox there because she got a little.
He's going Arsenal anyway.
He's not going Arsenal. A comment from Holly. Shout out to Holly. We need to score a hat trick. Love the panel and the band tonight. Cheers, Holly, for that.
The worst thing about Spence is he wins bloody man of the match. Then he's highlighted in every time he plays. It's like
player of the month,
Right, you know what? Right.
I mean, he was shocking. He was absolutely shit in December, and he got player of the month. I mean, for God's sake.
Be careful, Gibson will be suing you. He'll be suing you for making him a good player.
Right, Lisa Howard. As a Derby fan, right, and I'll speak to Lisa and make it about. Forest's been fantastic. Are you a bit jealous of the way Steve Cooper's been so far?
No, I'm a buggery. No, why would I be jealous of that ugly sod? No, I'm not. There's one thing you can say about him. You've got the ugliest manager in the league, but yeah. So.
Your manager. It says hang on a minute. They've got a manager. Manager, for God's sake, and she's calling our manager.
You have Shrek. I don't know who we have, but
what's going on? and to be honest,
no, I'm not.
When you look at the results, and you see that you know we were bottom of the league. We were worse than Derby at one point this year.
Rock bottom.
And
but we've not been that bad, Lisa.
We've got him in. The football's been great, and every single game that we climb that table and we gain those points, he looks a little bit better looking.
Oh, does he?
He look like Frank Lampard by the time we win the league.
No, he's a lovely bloke. To be fair, he's a really nice guy. So
Lisa, when he comes out on the pitch at Forest, he totally gets it. It's like, I don't know if Rooney does the same, but his first game, he got out, he listened to Mull of Kintyre, and I had goosebumps. It's a manager. We all want this, don't we? We want a manager that comes out, who gets it, who understands the club, who understands the players, who understands the fans. And Cooper gets it. And it's so refreshing after Houghton and him not like connecting with anybody. It's just so nice to have someone that, no matter what he looks like, I absolutely love him. He can do no wrong. Even if we lost the next 5 games, I'd still love him, still respect him, because his passion and the way he's turned our club around is phenomenal.
Liz, how I said, Mr. Dominic, they've been, well, not too bad recently. Like, are you proud of the way they've been on the pitch? Like you said, Rooney's been.
It is. It's like I've said, Dore. It's the best it's been for many, many years, in my opinion. It's just, I can't fault him. The squad's been patched together. Make no mistake about it. You know, Rooney's he's not been able to sign players. He was able to get free agents or loans that didn't come with a loan fee. We've had all that taken away from us. He's had to bring academy kids in to the first team a lot earlier than he would have anticipated. But you cannot fault our academy. To have so many good young players come through to the first team all at the same time, it speaks volumes about our academy. So the future is bright on the field of play. We've just got to sort out all the other extenuating circumstances that we as fans have got no control over. It's just about letting people that you hope know what they're doing, but I'm not sure they do, if I'm honest. But no, the football's been great. It's entertaining home and away. They're giving absolutely everything for this football club, which is why we're only 8 points off safety, which is to get deducted 21 points, to be off the bottom of the league, to be 8 points from safety is just, you know, it's football. It will be football's greatest escape, and I do think if we can keep this team together, we'll do it.
Do you think stay up?
If we can keep this team together, Dore, and we don't have to sell anybody else, yes, I do. I do think we can do it.
As well, though, isn't it? Keeping Rooney is key to.
Apparently, in press conference, when he spoke to press today, he's come out and said he's 100% committed to Derby County. So, but how many times have we heard that?
In fairness, Rooney and Cooper have done good for both clubs. However, the difference is that Cooper has might experience more than Rooney, but as Lisa said, like Rooney's been. Can't doubt it. It's been good for him, if I'm honest. But it's going to be different. It's going to be different on Saturday when we smash up. So
it's just, I just worry with Rooney though. If Everton come in with a nice, you know, his boyhood club, big chunk of money, he might want to get out of Dodge quick. That's what I'm concerned. If I was a fan, you know, he's saying all the right things now, but
on the flip side of that, Michaela, is like I said it when Frank Lampard left. I said he's jumping ship too soon. He is Frank Lampard. He would always get the opportunity to manage Chelsea again. Wayne Rooney's Wayne Rooney, right? The Everton job, they changed the managers more than Forest, and that takes some doing. So he will always get offered the job at Everton. He will always get offered the job at Man United at some point in his career. So it's at the minute, it's more deep-rooted than just the manager at Everton. So he'd be going out of one sort of fire into another sort of fire. And I think he's loyal to his staff, he's loyal to the players. He'll stay this season. Whether there's an agreement that he'll go in the summer, possibly that what might happen.
I've gained some kind of respect for Rooney, and I think if he stays and he gets you out of this, like hats off to him, because you know
we need a statue of him if he does that.
You have to get a bloody statue, maybe with a mask, but yeah, you could get.
Lisa, let's comment for you, Lisa. Does Colleen go to Pride Park to might get jealous of Wayne and Lisa? Is this truly?
Colleen, she does go. I have seen her and the kids there, and little Kai, his son's at every game. He sits just behind me, well, virtually next to me behind the dugout.
Lisa, are you going on Saturday?
Yes, I am.
Are we going to meet up again? Or do I need to stay away from you?
I'm going to be honest with you lot, right? It's the worst away ground to go to because we get coins thrown at us, crisp packets full of urine thrown at us, we get flour thrown at us, the stewards don't do it. Honestly, I'm not joking.
Wait till Saturday.
That's just Simon.
Lisa, bring a bag. Bring a bag. You might get some fibres, so bring a bag with you. Okay?
Lovely. I'm looking forward to that.
Listen, I'm not involved with the flour, though.
No, I want to ask a serious question. Are you serious about the coins and the pee?
I am being 100%. I've had two at the side of my head, right? We had crisp packets last season full of urine thrown at us, bags of flour. The stewards don't do anything; they just laugh. It's the worst away ground. I would never tell any parent to let their children go to that ground. It's toxic.
Seriously,
it's vile. I hate it.
Wait.
Stay in the Trent end. You got to keep out.
Wait.
Where did you sit last season? I'm interested.
It's them idiots in that block next to us. It's the A block or wherever it is.
No.
It's all the kids in there that do it.
Right. Let me be the judge.
Above you?
Yeah, and the ones at the side are chucking stuff, and one's from above.
Right. Let me say something. Right. What they do is, I think it's shocking. But you Derby fans are exactly the same for coins as well. So I think both fans are a bit idiots. So you can't just say it's the worst ground, but the Derby fans do the same, don't they?
You see, you lot feel safe walking around Pride Park. I wouldn't feel safe walking around shitty ground.
I don't feel safe going to Derby. You can't wear colours.
I think but Dore, I went with you to Derby. Right, and I didn't feel we walked out together, didn't we? And I did. Yeah. You're right, Lisa. I didn't feel at all. I didn't actually. We had a really nice chat with some Derby fans walking back to the car. It was really quite pleasant because Dora said to me, "Don't wear colours. Be undercover and everything." And it was pleasant. That's the thing I've never heard that about our fans treating away fans like that. I'm disappointed if that's the case because I didn't think I like the banter, but don't throw coins and pee and stuff. That's disgusting.
Lisa, it's awful.
Lisa, don't worry. Simon, the police officer, will be watching this, so he is watching now. So Lisa, Simon, if you're watching, with what Lisa said, because I'm not involved with what these.
And I police a lot of. I was a copper in Birmingham, so I policed Villa, Birmingham, Blues, West Brom games. And I feel safer doing that than being a fan at the City ground. Let me tell you,
my worst away ground ever was Chelsea. That was awful.
That's awful. Chelsea away.
Because you're right, they're next to you. They were on top of you.
Yeah,
I actually thought it was going to be killed when we went there.
No, Chelsea away. I don't like Chelsea away.
I don't know what you think, girls.
Horrible.
Have you noticed this year? Excuse me. I've noticed.
Lisa, drink some drink if you're coughing.
I've noticed a different breed of football fans at away grounds. Our own fans, I'm talking about, Derby fans. There seems to be a breed of youngsters that's probably had the 2 years because of lockdown, not behind closed doors football. They've come out. They wear the Stone Island. All they want to do is either smoke drugs, drink alcohol, letting off flares in the concourse, and just wanting to fight everybody, even including amongst themselves. Yeah. And I've spoken to a lot of stewards at away ground and said it's the same. We've noticed all away fans. Seems to be this young element that just want to fight everybody. It's really sad, really.
Slight increase in the feeling a little bit uncomfortable. A slight increase in it, not like crazy. I've never felt. I've always loved going away, but yeah, I've noticed. I think you're right. I think lockdown didn't help. I think people go a bit wild when they go away.
Yeah.
And they drink too much, especially the young ones are like out of control. Like some of them, you're like, are you even watching? I want to watch the football. I don't want to.
Same.
I enjoy. Yeah, but it's annoying to me when they're idiots and they let off a flare and you can't see the game for 10 minutes. So, but you're right, Lisa. I think there's been an increase in kind of little bit of loutishness, and I think a lot of it's being allowed to get off. They get away with it too, which
absolutely
I think is kind of surprising considering in the circumstances they're in at the moment. So
definitely,
right, people like
Dore and his mates.
Hey, we cannot don't be allegations that not me. I'm not. Listen, I'm not involved. I'm not involved. But people, before we do go, I'm going to get everyone's predictions as well. People in the comments, what do you think your predictions were for the game on Saturday? Let me start with you, Fox. There, like I said, it's going to be a tough game. But what's your prediction for
2-0 Ryan Yates, first goal. You heard it here first.
Did that, Lisa? Put that, Lisa. Ryan Yates. Before this is if you want one of these, message Lisa Fox. She'll get you one of these.
I'm not
What
buying
for? To wipe me bum with?
Give a shout out to FC Coasters. They're the ones who.
FC,
FC
if you want one,
Coasters. They are fabulous.
No,
any team, any colours, any number, any name.
No, just message Lisa Fox. She
Slap you on Saturday, Dor.
Michaela, what's your prediction? Sorry, Foxy.
2-1 Forest. Graben, Brennan. Yeah, I think we'll win. I think
they'll score.
They
first,
might
though.
score a lucky goal, but yeah. But I think
if that's the case, they'll score first.
Doesn't know how to lose.
You know what? There's a problem. When's the last time Derby scored at City Ground?
God.
1901.
I know. I was like, where was it?
I know we've drawn the last few games. We've drawn the last few games, haven't we?
No, with fans. Not without. You scored last season, didn't you? With Mario. Was it Mario?
COVID, yeah.
Yeah, but with fans. When's the last time we scored?
God.
People in the comments. Do you know?
I don't remember anything about Derby. It just goes like this.
I haven't got a clue, but yeah. Lisa, what's your prediction, Lisa?
My head says I think it'll be a draw, but on the flip side of it, we are overdue to beat you, and the way we're playing at the moment and the confidence we've got, I fancy us to beat you. So I'd say 2-1 Derby.
Vidra, Vidra was the last time to score past us. I hate him. He always scores past Forest.
My boy Vidra used to be my favourite player. Bless him.
Yeah, he always scores past Forest every single time. I think it was. It's been a pleasure. And I'd like to say thank everyone for being nice. Like I said, it's been a great show. Lisa, like I said, I'm trying to be nice. Like I want Forest to hammer you on Saturday because would you look like
better choice
no
of word
disrespect? Like I said, I'm trying to be nice. I know I'm trying to be like what's his name, Steve Curry. He tries to be like plays on the defense. So I'm trying to be nice. Sorry, Steve. I know you're watching this again, but I'm trying to be nice. But yeah, but I want us to battle.
Steve's going to sue you.
He's on tomorrow. He's on tomorrow, so you can call me off there. But it's been a pleasure. Thank everyone for coming on. Fox here. I'll see you Saturday. I'm still Fox here. I'm still away from you.
You'll see me.
No.
For breakfast.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
We're Derby County. We'll fight till the end. We'll fight till the end. We'll fight till the end. We're Derby County. We'll fight till the end.
I'm mute her. She keep singing.
Have you muted me? We'll fight till the end. We're Derby County.
Okay. Right, people. Right. So this is. Sorry, Liz. Sorry, Liz.
Let's hope it's a good game and Forest win, but let's hope it's a good game. And I hope
yes, indeed.
And if they chuck coins at you, keep them. And
I'll collect them and put them in the coffers for Derby.
No, exactly that.
You might be getting some fivers on Saturday.
I'm not involved. I've got some fivers. I'm not involved. I've got some fivers, but not the real fivers. I'm not chucking
real
that.
Ones or the ones you print.
No. Amanda's got me some fibers, so I'm okay. So, sorry, Amanda. So just yeah.
Amanda.
I bet that's Simon now. I bet that's not Amanda.
Listen, I didn't mention names. No, Foxy, I didn't mention names.
Simon.
I'm not mentioning names. See, Simon, he wants to show. I'm not involved. I'm not involved. See, Simon, I'm not involved.
100%.
Up a bridge.
We know.
All I'm going to say is
I'm not involved.
Some bags, coins, and fibers. So
I'm not involved. Right. People, it's been a pleasure. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe as well. I'll see everyone soon. But yeah, Fox there, thank you. Michaela, thank you. And as well, last but not least,
take care.
Be brave. She's been brave to come on this show. But Lisa,
E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Down the football league we go when we get promoted. This is what we'll sing.
This is what we'll sing. We are Forest. Cooper, it's our king.
Derby's going down again. Right, peace and love, everyone, and I'll see you. You know what? We've got a special show tomorrow as well. A legend on my channel. But yeah.
Who's that? Corey? Is Corey going back on?
Corey and Corey's on tomorrow, and we've got someone else.
Oh, good.
Well.
Is it Mr. Kevin Campbell?
I don't know.